Welcome to OLSH Sports Network's presentation of Charger basketball. We are coming to you live from the Wright Automotive Fieldhouse on the campus of Ambridge Area High School. And it's the Chargers and the Bridgers will clash tonight here from Wright Fieldhouse. And Christian, Chargers come in 4-0, looking to extend that record.
Yeah, absolutely. They're coming on the road and a tough place to play here tonight in Ambridge. And, Ambridge is going to bring a lot to the game tonight. They're going to play a little 2-3 zone, a little press, and a 2-2-1. And, OLSH is going to be able to find that soft spot tonight in that zone and that press and break it and get easy looks at the basket. And you're going to see Bryson Kirshner and Rocco Spatafora have a big one tonight for OLSH.
Well, again, we want to apologize. No video tonight. We're having some technical difficulties. Hopefully we'll have that figured out by Friday, although we got another game tomorrow with the girls. And we are getting ready for the national anthem. We might as well listen in. All right, that was national anthem. We got the starting lineups for you. And I can give you those. First, for your Chargers, the visiting Chargers, it's going to be the senior, number 1, Rocco Spatafora, the 6-foot guard. A junior guard at 6'1" is Dorian Tate. Another senior guard at 6'1" is B.J. Vaughn. 6'3" senior forward is Ziggy McIntosh. And last but certainly not least is the senior forward, Bryson Kirshner. Again, for the Chargers, it's Spatafora, Tate, Vaughn, McIntosh, and Kirshner. For the Bridgers, it will be Julian Hubbard, Kason Holland, Nino Rideout, Carmelo Green, and Jared Astorino. Again, it's Hubbard, Holland, Rideout, Green, and Astorino. Head coach for Ambridge is Jonas Ancrum. And, of course, the head coach for the Chargers is Mike Rodriguez.
And now Astorino for Ambridge, he's a freshman. He's a really good shooter. He's going to come out here tonight looking for a shot early. They're going to try to get him in the mix. And Carmelo Green, Al, I had him in AAU this past season in the summer, and he's a tough guy. Plays tough at the rim. He can score inside. He can play outside. He can shoot it as well. He's super athletic. So it's going to be a tough one for the Chargers tonight on defense.
So what you're telling me is that the Chargers are going to see a lot of Green and Astorino.
Yes, sir. They are. A heavy dose of it.
Chargers are decked out in their visiting purple uniforms, gold trim. Ambridge in their white with maroon and silver trim.
Man, the purple looks good, Al.
Yeah, it does.
It really stands out. It pops out.
We are ready to rock and roll. It'll be Kirshner and Green to get this started. Chargers In case you were looking at the screen and seeing the score up there, the Chargers are going from left to right. And Ambridge will win the tip. It's Holland with the ball right at the timeline. Passes over to Green. Green up top. Looks back at the coach for some instructions. Tate pressure now. Chargers in a 2-3 defense. They get it into Green from the elbow, and he'll drop it for 2.
And there goes Green early, trying to find that soft spot in that old zone, and here comes the press by them early.
Kirshner over to Spatafora. He'll turn around and slow it down and set up the offense. Chargers trail 2-0 here. Tate back over to Spatafora. They work it around. Kirshner top of the key. Spatafora now dribbles. He'll stop and pop off the back iron. No good. Track down his own rebound, though. The Chargers will reset with Kirshner up by the logo. Tate and Spatafora will end up with it as they go to Vaughn on the far side. All the way around the rim. Kirshner can't handle it. A high pass from Tate goes out of bounds. Turnover. And the Bridgers will come back the other way with 6:58 left here in the first.
And that's what OLSH needs to do. They need to swing the ball around the perimeter, right? And they will need to look for Kirshner in the middle. If not, they got that dunker spot, you know, down there with Ziggy. So they got to find him.
Pressure by the Chargers in the backcourt. Finally, the Bridgers get it across the timeline with Green. Top of the key to the foul line. Pops, no good. Kirshner clears the glass. Looks for Spatafora. Here come the Chargers trailing by 2 early here in the first.
Green's going to keep being aggressive. They got to pinch that top in the middle of that zone. OLSH does to keep Green out of that comfort spot in the middle of the zone.
Spatafora launches a 3, no good. Kirshner puts it back up, no good. Gets his own rebound. He battles against the entire Bridgers squad. Comes away with it in the corner. Over to Spatafora to Tate now. Will set it up. Back to Spatafora. Into the corner to Vaughn, far side. Tate now from the wing. Gives it to Kirshner foul line. Gets it inside. McIntosh goes up. No good. Rejected by the Bridgers. Green comes away with it.
And that's exactly what they want to do right there. Get the ball in the middle of the zone and find that high-low action to Ziggy.
That's what you called, and here's the Bridgers now working it. Hubbard has it out to all the way up around top. Astorino has it, tries to get it inside. Pop from 3, off the back iron from Holland, no good. McIntosh with the rebound. Here comes Spatafora. He's going to dish it out to Tate, and Tate will slow it down. Here comes Kirshner down the lane, kicks it over. Nobody over in the corner. Vaughn was up top. That's usually where Vaughn camps out.
Yeah, right there was a great push. Chargers doing a great job on the glass right now and giving themselves opportunities. And Rocco pushing the ball. He should have just shot the floater. If not, nice kick to him in the corner, but Tate wasn't spaced enough. If he spaced to the corner out, that's a 3.
Oh, easy, yeah. And you get Vaughn hot from that corner. Look out.
That's right.
Here come the Bridgers back up. One time, Holland over to Astorino. Back to Holland up top. They work it around. Holland works top of the key. Holland over to Astorino. The freshman launches a long 3. Rims in and out. Green comes down with it. Fall away. Jump shot no good. Bridgers come up with it again. This time it's right out. No good. And this time McIntosh says, I'll take it. Tate ends up with it. He gets fouled. First foul of the game goes against Holland. He picks up his first.
And the Chargers got to keep doing a good job at contesting those 3s. These guys are going to get them up, you know, and they're going to keep looking for Green in the middle, and Green's being relentless on the glass right now. They got to box him out.
Yep.
Keep them off the glass. Give themselves one opportunity, and that's it.
Just under 5 to go here in the first. Still 2-0 Ambridge. Spatafora far side gets it down on the baseline to Kirshner. He gets double teamed, gets it out to Vaughn. All the way up top to Spatafora to Tate. Tate into the paint, kicks it over to Vaughn. Vaughn from downtown, no good. McIntosh goes up. Tate comes away with the rebound. And it's B.J. Vaughn with the offensive charge, ball control foul. First against Vaughn, first against the Chargers.
And that's a tough call there, Al. I think he's moving. B.J. was going for the loose ball. He, you know, corralled it, and then he took his hard dribble, and, you know, B.J.'s a big body.
Yeah. And not football anymore. Over to Hubbard. Now Green has it up by the logo. Holland now with the ball. to right out, and he shuffled his feet, the dreaded shuffle the feet before the dribble, Christian.
That's right. That was a great closeout by the OLSH Chargers and made him, shuffle his feet there. And they're doing a great job right now at contesting out on the perimeter and extending their zone defense. The Chargers are.
That one's knocked out of bounds on the inbound. Hey, we want to thank our game sponsors, the Zatola family sponsoring this game. This broadcast is brought to you by the Zatola family. Let's go Chargers.
Got to find the middle of this press. Somebody's got to flash middle. There you go.
Spatafor gets the Vaughn inside to McIntosh. He loses control. Holland comes up with it, hands it off the green as they walk it up the court. Still 2-0 with 4 minutes to go here in the first. Astorino far side.
It's been a back and forth pace here.
It has.
OLSH just got to put the ball in the rim.
They've had their looks.
They have.
Holland Astorino fake the shot, goes into the corner, still with the dribble, hands it off inside to Hubbard, back to Astorino from just inside the point line, no good. Tate with the rebound, here comes Spatafora. The purple wave comes up the court. Tate in the corner, out up top, BJ Vaughn ends up with it. Gets it out to Spatafora, around to Tate, far side wing. Inside to Kirshner, goes baseline, up off the glass, taken out of his hands. Here comes Holland down the court with some numbers. Across to Astorino, he's going to drive baseline, kicks it back out. Up in the air from Hubbard, off the rim. Tate tracks it down, makes a move, comes up the court, kicks it back out to Kirshner, down the paint. Kirshner goes up, can't get it to roll, but he traveled. Turnover, Chargers.
Chargers are getting what they want right now, to get out and push the ball and get up and speed the pace up and get out and run. But the Ambridge is doing a great job of stopping the ball high and, keeping them from out of the paint, and had a couple blocks at the rim right now. The Chargers just got to keep trying to push that pace and not let them set up in the zone and try to get some easy looks.
Chargers with some soft pressure in the backcourt. Green will dribble across the timeline, gets it across to Hubbard. Hubbard back to Green up top. Around to Holland, to Green, down the paint, the floater. Off the rim, Kirshner pulls the rebound down. Still 2-0 with 2:39 left here in the first.
Seems like there's a lid on the rim on both sides here, Al.
No doubt.
The Chargers got to take the lid off right here.
Kirshner from the elbow. He's going to pop. 2, and we're tied at 2. Bryson Kirshner gets the Chargers on the board.
And that's exactly what we needed. Get it into a soft spot. Kirshner takes his time, a lot of patience. Nice follow through, good bucket.
Well, this is almost like a St. Malachy game, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
2-0 here in the first, or 2-2 now?
Yeah, and you know what? Back in the day, I'll tell you, we had some teams that could score, man. They would put up 20 points right away, but no doubt. Seems like a little bit of a slow-paced game, making shots.
Out to Green, top of the key. He's going to try to bring it down the paint. He loses it out of bounds, Charger ball. Green trying to make a move, and we got some substitutions. Coming in for the Chargers, Austin Hanson. Tate will have a seat. And Giovanni Casarino and Tyler McKnight check in for the Bridgers.
And Hanson coming in here, he has to keep the same energy that Tate had at the top of that zone and being active with his hands and moving his feet and keeping the guys in front of him and challenge shots.
Spatafora with the ball. Gives it over to Austin Hanson, newly into the game. Back to Spatafora. Pops the 3 off the front of the rim. And it's Astorino with the rebound. He'll bring it up himself. Astorino down the paint. Kicks it inside. Blocked by McIntosh off the glass. Here comes Spatafora to Kirshner. Kirshner into the paint. He gets the floater, can't get it to go. McIntosh with the rebound, back out to Hanson. Hanson with the pop. He gets 2, and the Chargers take the lead for the first time. It's 4-2.
And there you go. Relentless on the glass, the Chargers are right now. Keep getting second and third chances on the glass, and good job by Hanson there to put the floater in.
Under a minute to go here in the first.
This pressure is really giving Ambridge a little bit of trouble, taking them out what they want to do right now.
Hubbard, top of the key, gets it back to the elbow, kicks it off into the corner to McKnight, all the way up top to right out. Hubbard again. Now Casarino 30 seconds to go. Right out. Going to try to drive the paint. Floats it in, and we're tied. Right out with the bucket. Down the paint.
OLSH was doing a great job on the perimeter there, contesting shots and making Ambridge take up some time, but they too easy letting them get in the middle there and making that floater. Got to pinch the top there of that zone.
9 seconds to go. B.J. Vaughn in the wing. McIntosh tried to get it to Kirshner. Taken away and out of bounds with 4 seconds to go. And we got a foul on Kirshner. Picks up his first, second for the Chargers. Gets the push foul. Rocco Coronado will check in.
Here comes my man, Colorado.
B.J. Vaughn will have a seat. From downtown up in the stands, Astorino sends it, it's off the rim, and that's how the first quarter will end with the score. Chargers 4, Bridgers 4. Welcome back here to Wright Automotive Fieldhouse. Hey, Charger fans, did you know that there's a new way to gain entry to OLSH home games this year? Introducing Hometown Ticketing. Purchase your home game tickets in advance online or on the Hometown Fan app. Full season passes and individual game tickets are available. Visit olshathletics.org for more information. Once again, we do want to thank our sponsor for today's game, the Zatola family, for sponsoring today's game, and you can be a sponsor as well. Just contact the olshathletics.com. Well, we get ready for the second. Boy, that was exciting. Not much scoring, but that was an exciting quarter.
It was a lot of defense on both ends. Ambridge doing a great job down here in their zone and doing a great job of stopping the ball in transition, and that's what the Chargers want to do, get out in transition. And on the other side, OLSH is doing a great job at contesting the threes by Ambridge and rebounding. But nobody's being able to make a basket here, Al.
Yeah,
something's got to give.
It's kind of scary. Like you said, there's a lid on it. Coladonado with the ball now, gets it to Hansen. Hansen to Spatafor in the corner. Gets it into Kirshner, trying to work the paint. Kirshner goes up, he gets fouled. Kirshner will be at the line shooting 2 times.
And I love that patience right there. Right out of, starting the second quarter here. Coach Rodriguez drawing up a good play there to have an overload on that zone, and they doing a good job of going to number 44, and that's who you want to go to in the post, and drawing a foul. Now you got to make his free throws.
He doesn't. Boy, there is a lid on it. That foul, by the way, was on McKnight, his first, team's second. And we're still tied at 4. Misses them both. Boy, break that one in the record books. You're not going to see that happen very often.
Yeah, he doesn't miss 2 in a row very often.
No, Bryson's a very good shooter from the charity stripe.
And this is a tough place to play, Al. You know, the crowd's here. These guys are into it over here on the Ambridge bench, and they've got a lot of production so far on the defensive end.
Hansen diving for the ball, gets it loose. Up ahead to Kirshner. He can track it down at the baseline. He's going to get a charging call. I don't know. That was kind of iffy. I thought the defensive player was moving on that one.
Yeah, that's 2 calls now that they call 2 charges because our guys are bigger than their guys.
Yeah.
And, they didn't beat him to the spot there. I don't like that call. But Al, sometimes that happens. You're on the road here, and it's in a hostile environment, and you're not going to always get the calls. You can't worry about the refs. You just got to keep playing your game.
No doubt. Still tied at 4 here in the second quarter. Full court pressure by the Chargers. Bridgers will break it to Astorino. Ooh, I thought he traveled there.
He did travel.
Green in the corner. He's going to launch a 3. He'll get the 3. And it's 7-4 Bridgers.
Green can really shoot the ball. He finds his spots. He takes good shots. So far, he has all their points.
Yeah.
They got to find 22.
No, Rideout has 2.
2, sorry.
McIntosh inside, can't get it to go. It'll be off the Bridgers, off Astorino. Charger ball on the baseline with 6:41 left here in the half. Well, can't remember the last time the Chargers were held to 4 points here, and it's still in the second quarter.
Right, and now with Kirshner being on the bench here, Rocco's really got to take some ownership here and try to find a shot. There it is.
Rocco with the 3. Ties it back up at 7.
That was a big shot.
Who else? Who came in? Oh.
Ruggs in.
Yeah.
Or Zug.
Zug.
Sorry.
Garrett Zug in the lineup.
And I like Zug. He's very active, Al. He's bigger body. You know, right now he's got to do some great minutes here with 6 minutes left before halftime, while Kirshner's going to be on the bench in some foul trouble.
Yeah, Kirshner with 2. Up top to Holland. Holland out to Green at the elbow. Green working against Spatafora, gets it back up top. Now it's Casarino. Green with the 3 ball. Rims it in and out. McIntosh skies and clears the boards.
Even though OLSH is in that zone and not man-to-man defense, they still can't lose sight of 22. They got to know where he is. Hansen can't collapse that far down and not know where 22 is. Luckily, good contest and missed a shot there.
Coladonado with the 3. Hard and off the glass. This one's going to be off of the Bridgers. Charger ball. 5:36 left. Rideout will come back into the lineup, and Astorino will have a seat for the Bridgers.
And they got to keep Rideout out of the paint. He's doing a good job of penetration on that ball reversal for Ambridge and finding shooters or creating one for himself.
Spatafora faked the 3, top of the key. Now he dribbles it around, hands it off to Hansen near side, up top. Spatafora from the same spot, 3 ball. Off the rim, no good, knocked out of bounds by the Bridgers. That was off the hands of Holland.
I'd like to see the Chargers get some penetration right now in that zone. They're doing a great job of swinging the ball side to side, but now they got to attack the zone on a bad closeout by Ambridge.
Casarino will come out as Hubbard comes back into the lineup for the Bridgers. Zug finds Hansen in the corner. Spatafora now. 5:15 left here in the half. Hansen on the wing, near side. Has the dribble over to Spatafora. Far side, down into the corner it goes to McIntosh. Zug has it at the foul line. Spatafora, top of the key with the dribble against the 2-3 zone. Hansen now gets it inside to Coladonado, off the glass and in! Rocco Coladonado.
Big time patience there by the Chargers, kept swinging it around. Finally got that overload and found Coladonado down there on the block, and good big time move by him and finish.
Coladonado with the rebound. Here comes Spatafora for the Chargers. Puts the brakes on, kicks it out again to Coladonado. Back to Spatafora. 4.5 to go. Spatafora gets the call from the bench. Now Hansen with the ball. Looks around. Coladonado to Spatafora. Spatafora back over to Coladonado. Inside to Zug. Zug, turnaround jump shot off the rim. No good. The back iron. Rebound brought down by McKnight. Here come the Bridgers trailing by 2. 9-7.
Ambridge is doing there. 9-7. Ambridge is doing a great job at packing in that zone and making it tough for OLSH to score down low.
Green with the 3, no good off the rim, and that will go out of bounds. Charger ball with 3:55 remaining. Tate comes back in. McIntosh has a seat for the Chargers.
With Tate coming back into the ball game here, he's going to be more active on that top of that zone and give you some deflections. OLSH needs to get some runouts right now. Get a couple easy ones in transition.
They get the ball in. Here comes Tate across the timeline, all the way up to Hansen. By the baseline, they'll work around up top to Spatafora and Tate. Tate with the ball, back to Spatafora. 3:40 to go. Into the corner. Back out to Tate. Spatafora now with the dribble. Picks up a screen, the 3 ball on the way, off the rim, kick back out, back to Spatafora. He gets fouled on the floor. That will be on Cason Holland, his second, team's third. Both teams with 3 fouls. Not many fouls being called here.
Not many fouls. They're letting them be physical. They're letting them bump a little bit down on the block, and If you're OLSH, you just got to find the middle of this zone to break it down and find the weak side for some shots.
Hansen to Tate. Gets knocked away out of Zug's hand. Here comes Green. Headman pass. Knocked away by Hansen out of bounds. That would have been a sure bucket. Great job by Hansen.
Great hustle by Hansen. Hansen really did a great job while Tate was, on the bench too at the top of that zone and being very active. And OLSH is doing a great job on defense still. Just got to find ways to break this zone down and get easy ones. Got to let their defense generate their offense here. Get some runouts.
Bridgers from the baseline out to Astorino, fresh into the game as Hubbard has a seat. Hands it off to Green, top of the key. Hands it off there to Rideout down the paint. The underhand layup, and it goes in. Rideout with his second bucket, and it's tied at 9 with 3:02 left.
And a little bit of miscommunication there by OLSH. They went man-to-man with the ball coming out underneath Ambridge's hoop there, and they were in man. They didn't communicate on the switch, and I think Rocco thought it was a switch, and they got an easy look there. I like the man-to-man zone, man-to-man, to change up away from the zone, but you got to be able to communicate it.
32nd timeout taken by Mike Rodriguez, slowing this one down a bit.
Yeah, gotta find a way again to break this zone that Ambridge is playing right now. And the other thing too is they got to be more aggressive. I look for them to go a lot more man-to-man and pressure out, because they got to get a couple steals and let their defense generate their offense, because OLSH is really good in transition. And then, with Kirshner on the bench too, they got a lot of guards in right now, so they got to push the tempo.
Here comes Spatafora. B.J. Vaughn back in the lineup. On the floor, I should say. Spatafora kicks it out to Vaughn, far side wing. Back over to Spatafora from the corner. 3-ball on the way. Rims in and out. Rebound ends up in Hubbard's hands, and here comes Green up the court.
He's getting a couple great looks so far. They're just not falling. He's just got to keep being confident, keep shooting, and I know he will. And Ambridge changed it up out of that timeout there. They did a good job going 1-3-1 zone.
Green with the layup missed, brought down by the Chargers. Here comes Spatafora to Vaughn. Vaughn back over to Spatafora. Vaughn and Spatafora play catch. Looks inside. Coladonato lays it up. What an inside feed by Vaughn for Coladonato.
That is great patience. Great job sealing him off down low by Coladonato, and great finish again. He's got 2 baskets down there so far.
3-ball on the way and good from Rideout.
If you're OLSH, you got to find shooters. Got to run them off the line. They've been good up until that point.
Gives the Bridgers a 12-11 lead. B.J. Vaughn with the dribble on the baseline, getting double teamed, gets it out to Spatafora. Rocco from the elbow to Tate. 3-ball land off the rim, no good. Astorino with the rebound. Now over to Hubbard, back to Astorino, far side wing. To the elbow, to Astorino, the floater, and it's good. Astorino with the 2.
And Ambridge doing a great job right now of staying patient and finding some good looks there. And great floater by Astorino.
14-11 is your score. Vaughn hard off the rim from 3-ball land. Zug and Coladonato would come down with it. One of them got fouled.
OLSH falling in love with the jump shot a little too much here. I'd like to see them get it swung side to side and find it, somebody inside again. They did a great job with Kirshner on the bench. Coladonato did it, posting up and finding him.
1:06 left here in a half. B.J. Vaughn will trigger from the baseline, gets it out to Tate. Spatafora now calls out the play as we go under a minute. Tate up top of the key. Over to Spatafora, near side wing. B.J. Vaughn over to Tate. Tate brings it back up top. 45 seconds to go. Spatafora drives baseline. Underhand layup, no good. Green with the rebound. They contest it. Green's going to come away with it. 35 seconds to go. Green's going to slow it down.
That was a great take by Rocco, but he was just a little out of control and a little too wired and couldn't finish at the rim.
Polidonado knocks the pass out of bounds with 28 seconds to go.
You want to see more of that penetration, though, by OLSH and break down that defense and find the open man or finish at the rim.
Get it back to Green in the backcourt. 25 seconds to go.
Can't give up one here. You
No.
gotta find shooters. Gotta know where Green is.
There's Ride out. Taken away by Spatafora. Intercepted the pass. Spatafora to Tate. Lets the traffic go by. Hands it off to McIntosh. Inside for the underhand layup. McIntosh with the bucket. His first of the game. And it's a 1-point game. Astorino with the long three off the rim. No good. As the buzzer sounds, it is the Bridgers 14, your Chargers 13 as we go to half.
Yeah, that was a great one. They needed it at the end there. Transition bucket, defense, offense.
We'll be right back, give you some stats and summarize the first half, see what we think is going to happen in the second half. Don't go away here on the OLSH Sports Network. I'm OLSH, Christian Harbaugh alongside. Don't go away. Welcome back to the campus of Ambridge High School. We are inside Wright Fieldhouse. Great facility here, Christian.
Yeah, this is a tremendous facility, and it's loud too. It echoes in here. There's acoustics.
And they only have one half of the bleachers down. So, again, we apologize. Can't bring you the video. Hopefully by Friday we'll have that back for you. Here on the OLSH Sports Network, running through some technical issues, and but we are able to bring you the audio, and you see the graphic up there, what's going on. And I'm OLSH, Christian Harbaugh alongside. And Christian, what you think of the first half? I mean, boy, that wasn't Charger basketball by any means.
No, that was a little unorthodox of them. Unfortunately, Bryson Kirshner got in some foul trouble, and you know it's always tough when your top scorer goes in foul trouble and somebody who can insert himself in these games. And OLSH doing a great job on a defense end, but on the offense end, just haven't found the rim, and they've got some good looks, Al.
Yeah.
But it just haven't fallen, and that happens when you're on the road, right, in a hostile environment, and you know they're not getting much penetration on that zone, and they're not getting a lot of defense to offense and transition, and that's how they want to play. So Ambridge is doing a good job on defense, slowing them down.
Yeah, and you got, hey, credit Ambridge for packing it in and not letting them get that lane in there, Christian, and making them chuck it up from the cheap seats, as they say.
That's right.
And but I tell you what, right now it's working for Ambridge, but if the Charger, like you said, they're getting some good looks from the outside, and if they start falling, Ambridge better come up with a different theory.
Yeah, exactly. And they did a good job tonight of 2-3 zone, and they switched it up and went 1-3-1, and they got some zone pressure full court. So OLSH is doing a good job of being patient. They just Kirshner's going to have a big half here. They're going to have to find him in the middle of the zone and let him make reads and score at the rim and dish out and be a playmaker.
Yeah, again, I can't remember the last time the Chargers went into the locker room at halftime with only 13 points up on the scoreboard. But again, that's the kind of game we're playing here today. And talking about points, let's go over the scoring. First for Ambridge, they had 3 guys with points. Leading all scorers right now is Nino Rideout with 7 points. 5 points for Carmelo Green. and 2 points for Jared Astorino. Foul-wise, they only have one guy with 2 fouls. That's Kason Holland. He has 2. 1 each for Jared Astorino and Tyler McKnight. Not many fouls for either team.
They haven't been calling too many fouls tonight. They're letting them be physical. They're letting them bang down low, and you know, it's been a physical game, and we know that.
Right. For the Chargers, they got a few more guys on the scoreboard. Not, you know, big points, but everybody getting more people involved. Their leading scorer is Rocco Coladinato with 2 buckets. He has 4 points, 3 points for Rocco Spatafora on his 1 3-ball, and 2 points each for Ziggy McIntosh, Bryson Kirshner, and Austin Hansen for their 13. And if foul-wise for the Chargers, you mentioned it, Bryson Kirshner with 2 fouls, Christian, and the only other player with a foul was B.J. Vaughn. And a point to be made is only 1 of those fouls were defensive fouls. 2 of those fouls were offensive ball control fouls by the Chargers. So
yeah,
they're trying to be aggressive and get the ball in there, but getting called for it. So
yeah,
they're lowering the shoulder a little bit.
They are, and I love the minutes that Coladinato gave, you know, with Kirshner on the bench, finding his way and getting 2 buckets and being physical down there. Now you got to get Rocco going a little bit from the outside, or BJ or Tate, and, you know, with Kirshner coming in this, you know, fresh and not being in foul trouble in the second half, he's going to really need to make his mark on his game early in the 3rd quarter.
Well, the third, you mentioned it, 3rd quarter, and a trademark for a Mike Rodriguez team is coming out in the 3rd quarter. That has historically been their best quarter, both defensively and offensively, and we'll see how it plays out tonight. But if it goes the way the Chargers usually play their basketball games, this is the quarter where Ambridge is going to have to buckle up and enjoy the ride, because the Chargers usually come out blazing in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and I think, you know, if you're Ambridge, you needed to still be dialed in at halftime there. They, you know, after that 1st quarter and the way it went for them, they were pretty excited, you know what I mean? But it's a long game. It's 4 quarters, you know, 2 halves, and the OLSH Chargers, you know, they made adjustments at halftime here with Coach Rodriguez and his staff, and I expect them to come out and make some buckets here and really put some pressure on Ambridge on the defensive end.
Once again, we want to thank the game sponsor, the Zatola family, sponsoring Charger basketball, and you can do that as well. If you do want more information on OLSH Chargers, for schedules, rosters, stories, and a whole bunch more, visit olshathletics.com. Special thanks to our website sponsor, Covenant Financial Advisors. Also, OLSH families, in cooperation with OLSH Giving Tree, the school is connecting toys for, quote, Operation Toy Soldiers, unquote, to support local military families at the U.S. Army 136 Sustainment Command. The Giving Tree will also be collecting gift cards for Mooncrest neighborhood programs and Our Lady's Food Pantry. Please take a tag from the Giving Tree in the Hall of Social Justice and return it to your toy with your toy gift card by Wednesday, December 14th. And guess what, folks? That's tomorrow. So hope you've gotten it and you can bring it back by tomorrow. Place the unwrapped toy in the bin next to the Giving Tree. Gift cards may be submitted to the main office. If the school collects 225 toys and 30 gift cards, students will earn Jeans Day for their ugly Christmas sweaters when they return from Christmas break. Also, there's no better way to see yourself as an OLSH student than to become an OLSH Charger for a day. All 8th grade students and transfers to grades 10 and 11 are invited to join us as a shadow for the day and experience firsthand what it's like to be a student. Students will be assigned a Charger Ally, which is their host for the day, and will attend classes, meet teachers and students, and eat lunch on us. Pre-register for your experience at www.olsh.org/visit.
You got to do that one, Al.
What a great way to come in and see the school and meet the people and see who you're going to go in school with.
Absolutely, it's tremendous. You definitely got to take it. If you got an opportunity like that, you got to take a chance with it and check it out. It's a tremendous school and tremendous sports as well.
It's once you're I can attest to this. I mean, I never went to the school. I had a couple nieces and nephews that came to OLSH. but once you're involved, your family, and it's like, you know, they treat you like gold. So it is one happy family.
Absolutely. And I love to still be connected with it, Al. I'll tell you that. Absolutely. This is a blessing to be able to do this and come back to the alma mater.
You see it all over in all this, and the sporting events, because I'm involved with the sporting side of it. A lot of the assistant coaches and managers and assistants are all grads.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can look at the basketball team here. You got Kosin and Usual, and they're coming back, and Luch. Comes back and helping out. So
yeah, what a tremendous staff to have over there, right? Great knowledge of the game and guys that have been in the family for a long time.
So 14-13, the Chargers trailing at halftime here. When's the last time you remember that? But as we said, third quarter is always the big quarter for the Chargers. We'll see if they come out with guns a-blazing here. Looks like the Bridgers will have the ball to start here in the third.
You need to stop early, Al, if you're the Chargers. Get a defensive stop early, go down, execute your offense, and get a bucket. And really get your offense going by generating it from your defense. They got to continue to be on the glass as well. They did a good job early of being on the glass. Keep contesting shooters.
Starting five for Ambridge already out on the court. The five to start the third quarter is a starting five, I should say. Hubbard, Holland, Rideout, Green, and Astorino out on the court. For the Chargers, same. Starting five will come out to start the third quarter. Spatafora, Tate, Vaughn, McIntosh, and Kirshner. And here we go. Astorino triggers it in to Holland, and we are underway in the third quarter. Astorino top of the key. Different look here. Gets it inside into the corner to Green. Out to the elbow.
There's your adjustment, Al.
Astorino from the corner for the three ball. 5 for Astorino, and it's a 17-13 lead. Here comes Kirshner down the paint. He'll lay it up and in.
And this is going to change the pace, too. If OLSH is going to go man-to-man here, it's going to be a little faster pace. You'll see Ambridge, take some quick shots there. But, this is a little unorthodox for OLSH. They play a lot of zones, so they're just going to have to buckle up here and sit down and guard.
Taken away by the Chargers. McIntosh will hand it off to Spatafora. Up ahead for Kirshner. Drives baseline. Tried to reverse layup, and that one's knocked away. Spatafora couldn't get his hand on it. It'll be Bridger ball.
And I love to see the aggressiveness here on defense, right? And this is what OLSH needs. You don't want to give up the three in the corner, just a little bit of overhelp there. But they'll be fine here. They'll settle in.
17-15, you see the score there on the screen. Green hands it off to Rideout, to Astorino. They're going to play the weave up top to Green. Working against Kirshner. Green loses the ball. It's going to be off of Green. Charger ball.
And that's a great energy that you want. Tate doing a great job at stunning in the gap there and knocking the ball loose, and he knocked it off Green's leg and out of bounds and give the Chargers another opportunity on offense here.
Ambridge is going to give the full court pressure. Tate with the dribble down the sideline will bring it toward the middle across the timeline. Hands it off to Spatafora. Approaching 6.5 to go here in the third. Over to Vaughn, far side wing. Gets the screen from Kirshner. Tate now, near side wing. Spatafora now is going to drive. Gets it inside. Knocked away by Holland. He's going to bring it up the court. Far sideline to Green. Top of the key. He'll hand it off to Rideout. Rideout works against Spatafora. Drives, loses the ball. Gets it back. Spatafora tries to tie him up. Kirshner intercepts the outlet pass. Here comes Vaughn. Spins away from a would-be. No look pass to Tate. He goes up, gets the bucket, and the +1.
And a great job by Tate there to finish in traffic and with the contact there and finish with an and one. And Rocco, that last play down the court, last possession on offense, he did a great job at attacking the closeout and driving baseline, but he's just got to shoot that shot. He doesn't have to turn it over, forcing it to Kirshner in the middle.
If I saw that right, that was the third on Holland. So that's something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, Holland's been doing well for them and controlling the tempo tonight.
And Tate finishes the traditional three-point play. And it's 18-7 Chargers with the lead now.
And this adjustment in pressure with the man-to-man is giving Ambridge some trouble.
Green now top of the key. Charger, yeah, that man. Green drives, draws the foul, doesn't get the bucket. McIntosh will pick up the foul. That'll be his first. Yeah.
And you'll take that foul out. He's contesting at the rim, and nobody, you know, is in foul trouble other than Kirshner. He can't pick up a early one here, but make Green make him at the line, make Ambridge make him at the line.
Green misses the first one off the front of the rim. 5:42 here in the third. It's an 18-17 affair. Green with the second one up, and he rims that one in and out.
I love this adjustment here by the Chargers with man-to-man.
Vaughn's going to drive the baseline. Lays it up and in. B.J. Vaughn says, take me to the bucket. And the Chargers with a three-point lead, 20-17 now.
Here's that third quarter you talked about, Al.
Tate now with the pressure against Hubbard to go over to Holland. They get it across to Rideout. He's going to drive against McIntosh. Pull up jump shot, no good. Who's there? Rocco Spadafora. And we're going to get a foul on Astorino.
And another great contest at the rim by Ziggy there. And great rebound by Rocco. And man, Rocco is strong. He hits the weight room.
Astorino picks up his second foul. Second for the Bridgers here in the half. Into the lineup is McKnight. And here comes Tate up the court. Loses it. Trying on pass. Green's going to drive against Vaughn. Doesn't go. Rebound brought down by Spadafora. Out to Tate. Up ahead to Kirshner. 2-on-1. Over to McIntosh under the bucket. He gets fouled. He's going up for two.
And another great job breaking the press there, and great job of balling ahead on the sideline, and Kirshner finding Ziggy down there on the block and did a great job going through contact. Didn't make the bucket, but gonna earn him here at the line.
And you called it driving the hoop. The Chargers drawing fouls now, 3 on Ambridge, and McIntosh at the line.
And this is the type of game that they want to play, right?
Right.
You want to push the tempo, you want to get out and run. That's when we're most effective.
McIntosh.
So you got to keep playing great defense here, right, and pressure in so we can get out and run.
McIntosh goes 0 for 2. Neither team really shooting well at the line either.
Got to have those.
Astorino, open look 3. Rims it in and out. And that one is... Spadafora tried to save it. His foot was on the line as he jumped out to get it. It'll be Bridger ball with 4:44 left. Still a 3-point lead for the Chargers.
Al, a game like this, it's going to come down to free throws, so you have to make your free throws. They're going to be very crucial in a tight contest like this.
Holland gets it in to Hubbard. Back to Holland. Holland to the free throw line. Kicks it out. Knocked away by B.J. Vaughn. Diving for it. That's a travel.
And he missed the first travel there.
Yeah, he did. He missed the first one, but he got him on the second one. Holland, give him credit. He dove in and got the ball, but when you slide 3 feet with the ball, that's a travel.
If you roll over, Al, you can slide all you want all the way up and down the court, but as soon as you roll over with the ball, it's a travel.
Yep. Spadafora now with the ball. 4.5 to go. Over to Tate, far side wing. Tate picks up the dribble, gets it off to Vaughn. Vaughn into the corner to Spadafora. 3 ball on the way. He drains a 3. Rocco Spadafora. And it's a 6-point lead for the Chargers.
And there it is right there. That was a big-time bucket.
Astorino drives the baseline, and I think Kirshner's going to pick up his third.
That one's a tough call there.
Yeah, that was a tough call.
He was straight up.
He was straight up. They're saying he got him on the arm. And that's what Coach Rodriguez is saying. He was standing straight up.
Yeah, Astorino went right into him and created all that contact. He was straight up, 2 hands straight up as well.
Yeah.
That's a tough call, but again, you know, you're on the road. Sometimes that happens.
I mean, that's how you teach you to do it. Put your hands straight up and stand there, and that's exactly what he did.
That's right. And even nowadays, if you're vertical out and you jump straight up with your hands straight up, that's a good basketball play. That's a tough one now. He's going to have to sit down for a couple minutes here with that being his third.
Yeah, Coladonado will come in. Astorino gets the first one. He's got all 4 points here in the third for the Bridgers. Make that 5. And it cuts it to a 4-point lead. 23-19 is the score.
And Coladonado is going to have to make his imprint again like he did earlier in the first half with Kirshner going back to the bench.
Tate now to Spadafora. To Vaughn in the corner. Vaughn, corner far side. He's going to drive a little pull-up jump shot off the glass. No good. Bobbles around a while. Casarino comes up with it. He's going to dribble it up the court.
I'd like to see BJ take one more dribble there and jump stop and draw the contact to get to the line there. Great defense.
Casarino tried the fancy layup, didn't go. Here come the Chargers. BJ Vaughn from downtown. In and out it goes. But Spadafora got his hands on it, goes out of bounds. Bridger ball, 23-19.
And Coach Rodriguez is yelling from the bench, you got to be patient. Right now, the Chargers got to be patient. That was another quick one. If that goes down now, that's a great shot. If it doesn't, then it's a bad shot,
yeah,
right?
Right. McKnight with the ball. Knocked away by Coladonado. He's going to try to take it all the way. Lays it up and in. Rocco Coladonado. Some great points off the bench for the Chargers. He's got 6 now.
Al, I love his active and energy tonight. He's doing a great job off the bench here in these big minutes with Kirshner down with foul trouble.
Timeout called by Coach Akron. It'll be a full for Ambridge, their first timeout taken.
Both teams have 4 timeouts here.
Again, I want to remind you that you can get all your tickets, your home game tickets, with the new hometown ticketing. Purchase your home game tickets in advance online or on the Hometown Fan app. Full season passes and individual game tickets are available. Visit OLSHathletics.org for more information. And also, thank you, Zatola family, for sponsoring tonight's game. You can sponsor by contacting OLSHathletics.org.
That's awesome. Thank you to them.
Yep. So, and once we get our cameras going and our graphics, we'll be able to get your graphic up there and everything. But
hang in there.
Hang in there. It's coming. It's coming.
We'll get it soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully by tomorrow or Friday.
25-19. You see the score up there on the scoreboard here. 2:57 left here in the third.
This man-to-man defense has been great.
It is Hubbard. Hands it off the Rideout. Rideout dribbles to the far side wing. Works against Spadafora. Spadafora. He reached in. Travel. Spadafora reached in and grabbed the ball, and Rideout just kept running with it. That's a travel.
And with all these athletes that OLSH has, right, this is a great way to really put them on display, right? They're very active. They're going to pressure the ball. Now what they got to do is make sure they have help side and they're aware when they're off the ball and they're in weak side help.
BJ Vaughn up to McIntosh. Out the Tate. Goes through his hands. He tracks it down. Back to Spadafora, and they set the half-court offense. 2.5 to go here in the third.
Got to be patient here. Move the ball in this zone and find a soft spot in the middle.
Coladonado. Spadafora in their side wing. Drives it down the paint. The little floater. Gets it to go. Rocco Spadafora. He's got 8 on the game.
That is nice touch there, Al. In the middle of that lane, he got the penetration that he wanted off the screen, wing ball screen and floated up over the defense. Great finish.
Green with the floater, no good. Brought down by Spadafora. Spadafora is going to bring it up. Headman pass. Coladonado. What a pass from Rocco to Rocco, and Rocco Coladonado finishes it with a bucket.
Generate defense and offense. Make Ambridge speed them up with this man-to-man defense the Chargers are, and Ambridge takes a tough one. Green doesn't finish, and they get the rebound and outlet to their point guard, and Rocco finding Rocco, and great layup.
2 Roccos on the court. made it easy to make that call. Rocco with the pass, Rocco with the bucket.
That's right. I love it. And the Chargers blowing this lead up to 10 now, and now they just got to be patient on offense, take care of the basketball, don't turn the ball over, and on defense they got to keep the pressure up. You don't want to let up here. You don't want to let up here.
No. Forcing Coach Ankrum to call his second timeout. With 1:51 left here in the third, the Chargers, and we called it at halftime. The third quarter is the Chargers' quarter. That's the quarter they always put the separation in.
And that's where it comes from, the adjustment in this coaching staff and Coach Rodriguez. And, you know, they do a really good job. Here's what we're seeing on offense. Here's what we're seeing on defense. We make the adjustments right out, and then we come out and we perform, and the guys listen and they execute.
You hear them talking all the time. You talk to them off the side, off the record and everything, and they'll tell you the same thing. It's you know, the first half, even if we just keep it close, we want to see, not show them anything, and then come out with something totally new in the second half. And that's exactly what they did here.
Yeah, they're doing a great job right now. And now it's, you know, you just can't let up. You got to finish this last minute and a half off strong.
Here comes Green, works against Vaughn. Hands it off to Casarino. Green has it again, top of the key. Get it inside to Casarino. Oh, and in the paint. Brings it back out. He's going to slow it down. Back out to Green. Under a minute and a half to go here. Giovanni Casarino hands it off to Hubbard. And that one, a travel on the Bridgers, a turnover, and it'll be Charger ball. All that time, 30 seconds off the clock, Chargers end up with it.
OLSH doing a great job there, staying in front of their man, right, and guarding their yard and not giving up any penetration, and leads to a turnover. Now you got to be patient on the offense and move the ball in his zone, find a soft spot, and get a good look.
Spatafora to Vaughn, near side. Up top to McIntosh, finds Spatafora, far side wing. Rocco to Tate, near side wing. We'll bring it back up top. McIntosh, the big guy, playing up top. Here's B.J. Vaughn with it now. Hands it off to Tate. Around to Spatafora. Thought about the three from the wing. Now he'll launch it. And he drains another three. Rocco Spatafora for his third from beyond the arc.
Man, he got hot.
He's got
in
11.
Second half here. And he can't give up an easy one like that. You got to get back on defense, especially on a made shot there.
Right out.
Chargers.
Yeah, right out gets the layup. Makes it a 32-21. But Hubbard picks up his first foul for Ambridge. That's 4 on Ambridge now, and the Chargers will have the ball from the baseline.
And I love the offense that we just had on that last possession that led to Rocco's three. They're being patient, getting backdoor cuts, and we're getting wing ball screens.
Tate with the feed over to McIntosh. Let the traffic by, and McIntosh with the easy bucket. And we got an injured player. Is that Rideout? Rideout's got a little giddy up in his step.
I think he came down on a foot there.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it came down awkward.
A little bit.
Yeah.
He's a tough guy. He's going to stay in there.
Yeah.
But what a great look. And Ziggy finishing at the rim.
20 seconds to go here in the third. 34-21 is your score. Rideout with the ball. Working against Spatafora. Into the paint. Little turning move. In and out. Gets his own rebound. Loses it. Gets it over to the corner. Baseline drive. Green with the three ball. He will hit the three at the buzzer. Makes it a 10-point game at the end of three. 34-24 Chargers.
And that was a big shot from Green off the kick out. You know, if you're OLSH there, you got to corral that rebound, but the offensive rebound, second chance, and Green puts one in right before the quarter ends and keeps it at a 10-point game. But nonetheless, big-time quarter by the OLSH Chargers, and they let the defense generate their offense and push this lead to 10.
Yeah, it's Chargers, their best quarter, yeah, we said it, is the third. They end up with 21 points in that corner. And the Bridgers get 10 in the quarter, but the Chargers win that quarter 21-10, and they pull it away.
Yeah, that was a great quarter. The man-to-man defense and the adjustment that Coach Rodriguez and his staff made at halftime really did a great job and bothered Ambridge on the offensive end, and they they let that generate their offense on the, and they were more patient too, and they got some runouts and some nice passes, threading the needle there and finishing at the rim and making their free throws. Push this game to a 10-point lead.
Here we go. As Matt says, let's play a fourth. Hey, if you want to know more, learn more about the OLSH Chargers, for schedules, rosters, stories, and so much more, visit olshathletics.com. Special thanks to our website sponsor, Covenant Financial Advisors. Sorry about that. Chargers will have the ball as we start the fourth. Spatafora now in the final 8.
Now it's time and score, right? You don't want to let the foot off the gas. You want to still be aggressive if you're the Chargers, but you want to take good ones.
Spatafora with a pull-up jump shot. McIntosh with the rebound, knocked away and taken away by the Bridgers. Here comes Holland. He'll pull it up, and the Bridgers will set up shop with Astorino. Astorino now, long three, in and out of the rim. Rocco Coladonato pulls it away, but here comes Tate, hands it off to Vaughn, up and in, he gets the foul. B.J. Vaughn with the bucket, +1.
I know in practice they're doing those 3-on-2 breaks, 2-on-1 breaks by the OLSH Chargers. They're doing a great job right now of passing the ball in transition and finishing at the rim and going towards the contact and using their body to shield the ball. And great finish by BJ, and what a pass by Tate in transition.
Tate can't complete the three-point play. Astorino, by the way, has 3 fouls as well, so keep an eye on that. Here comes Green, Rideout with the floater down the lane. He gets the bucket, and we're back to a 10-point lead for the Chargers. Here comes Vaughn. Vaughn driving baseline. He's went down on the court holding the ball, but he was on the baseline. Turnover.
And can't let Rideout get down in the middle of the lane there. That's what he wants to do, get in the teeth of the defense and score. But down here on this end, BJ and them got tangled up on a baseline, and foot was out of bounds and body was out of bounds with the ball.
Oh, Chargers defense there causing another timeout. They couldn't get it in. Had to call timeout.
Denying everywhere. Very active, hard on the basketball there, out of bounds, and did a great job to get Ambridge to burn a timeout here. They only have 2 left.
30-second timeout. Yep, I was just going to go there. You can see it on the score on the screen there. 2 timeouts left. Chargers with 4.
And if you're Ambridge, you need those timeouts right now, down 10 with 7 minutes left and with no shot clock in the high school game, right? And if you're OLSH, you just got to be patient with the ball. You still want to take good shots. They got some good looks the last couple times down the court.
7:06 left here in this one. Chargers with a 10-point lead. This looks like a 9th grade game of score, huh?
I know, low scoring game tonight, but again, on the road, tough place to play. Slow start, right? But
yeah,
big third quarter.
And no offense to Larry, the 9th grade coach, the freshman coach.
Oh yeah, love Mr. Usual. Shout out to them.
He's got a great group over there. I watched some of the freshmen practice. Boy, what a good group of kids coming up for the Charger Nation.
Yeah, Coach Usual is a tremendous coach, and even when he was doing it on the grade school level and now at the high school level, things don't change, and he gets those guys going, and they execute very well. They're very disciplined.
Holland to Rideout top of the key with the dribble. He'll launch a 3, and he drains it. Rideout with the 3. And here come the Bridgers. They cut the lead to 7.
He's the one guy that can't get going here. Big time shot. That was a contested shot, and I think this is a good time for Coach Rod, making a decision here, bringing Kirshner back into the game.
Tate, Spatafora, they're going to play catch around the ring to B.J. Vaughn, back to Spatafora. Spatafora to Tate, near side, inside, Coladonato, turnaround jump shot. Can he get it to go? No, in and out. McIntosh with the rebound. And it'll be off the Bridgers, out of bounds. I think Rideout. It was off a Rideout. He didn't like it, but here comes Kirshner, and McIntosh will have a seat.
Ziggy doing a great job on the glass again and making sure that that ball goes out of bounds on the Bridgers.
Vaughn will trigger from the baseline. Get it all the way up top to Tate.
Got to find Kirshner in the middle here. Get him back into the game here. Let him make a play here, make a read.
I almost called him Rico instead of Dorian. That's the other Tate.
Rico Tate.
Kirshner over to Spatafora. Tate from the corner. Inside to Kirshner in the paint. Hands it off to Rocco Coladinato. Loses the ball. Here comes a ride out up the court for the Bridgers. They've cut the lead to 7, trying to cut into it some more. And that's going to be out of bounds off of Spatafora. Tried that underhand layup, and Spatafora just knocked it out of bounds.
And Kirshner's just got to turn around there at the face the hoop. He's in the middle of the paint. Just float that one right in. He can make that. That's an easy shot for him. And he's made it a million times.
Holland will trigger it in under the bucket. Green with the bucket. It's a 5-point lead for the Chargers. Here comes Vaughn. Walks it up, hands it off to Spatafora across the timeline now. Spatafora weaves it with B.J. Vaughn over to Tate, far side. B.J. Vaughn thought about the three. Spatafora says, I'll take it. Off the back iron. Brought down. Here comes Hubbard. Hubbard's going to pull up shot. 3-ball on the way. Rims it in and out off of Green. And B.J. Vaughn ends up with it. Here comes the Charger. 5 minutes to go in this one.
If you're OLSH, you got to get back in transition there and find shooters.
Kirshner tries to tip his own rebound in and gets it.
And that's what you need right now. You got to get the ball down low to 44 and let him do the damage.
Back to a 7-point lead for the Chargers.
I don't mind that last shot by Rocco, though. He's got a good look. He's hot in the second half.
Rico Tate's going to pick up a foul here. That'll be his first, team's second. Oh, third, I'm sorry. Foul-wise, Ambridge has 5. Chargers have 3 as we have 4:36 left here in the third. From the baseline to Astorino in with 3 fouls. Astorino fadeaway jump shot from the paint. He'll bucket it.
It's another travel that they missed tonight, Al. They've missed a couple travels. He shuffled his feet when he got into the paint there. OLSH did a good job of cutting off the baseline out of bounds play, but
Kirshner, nice feed by Vaughn. Kirshner, baseline drive. He'll bucket that one.
Keep finding 44. Keep finding 44 right now.
Full timeout by Coach Rodriguez with 4:15 left, and it's back to a 7-point lead. Christian and boy, Chargers, they're giving up some shots, but they're getting them right back.
Yeah, they're doing a good job right now on offense of finding the soft spot and finishing around the rim, but they got to get stops on defense. You know, in that third quarter, they were doing a really good job at keeping the Bridgers out of the paint. Now they've got a couple in the paint, a couple short jump shots that they made, but they got to be on the glass and they got to contest those.
Hey, don't forget tomorrow night, the girls are at home against the Union Scotties. Come to the AAC. We'll try to get that one on the air for you as well. I'm anticipating another audio game, but we'll bring that one to you. They won the last time out. 56-31, I think the score was.
And a big-time win for the Chargers over
Central Valley.
Yeah, it's a huge program win there for Coach Eckerly.
He's not afraid to go up against those bigger classification teams.
No, he's not. No. He's been doing it for years. Coach Eckerly done a great job at the helm. And
we did that game, and Matt and I looked at one stat with the girls, and this is a typical Eckerly coach team. There's 15 girls on the roster. 11 of them had points.
Yeah, they share the ball really well. They execute. You know, they listen.
Here comes Holland, hands it off to Rideout, kicks it back out. Holland with the 3-ball, rims it in and out. B.J. Vaughn will bring the rebound down. And we're going to get a foul on Rideout. That's his first.
That's a big rebound by B.J. there. Great job by Tate on the drive of Rideout to stunt and recover to his man, and then when the ball swung for Holland for a good look in the corner, they did a great job. OLSH did it closing out and challenging the shot. Rocco did, and good rebound by BJ.
Here's another factor. Next foul puts the Chargers at the line. Coladinato gets it back to Spatafora, Rocco to Rocco. Just under 4 to go here in the fourth. B.J. Vaughn with it across court to Tate. Tate's going to drive, hands it off to Kirshner from under the bucket. Bryson Kirshner with another 2. He's got 6 in the quarter, and it's back to a 9-point lead for the Chargers.
And every time he's on the court, he makes a difference, Al, especially on the offensive end.
Astorino into the paint. He's going to lay that one up and in. That was too easy.
Astronato is going to be a great player. Only a freshman. Got great size, good footwork, can shoot the ball from the outside. He's had a good night.
Tate, far side to Kirshner. He's going to go baseline. I think he stepped on the line. Yep, that was a great move, but he stepped on the line. Turnover, Bridger ball.
Yeah, that's a tough one there.
3:18 left. Yep.
Found him in a dunker spot exactly where you wanted to find him, you know, where he's been scoring the last 6 points, and he got to where he wanted to be, just stepped on the line.
Holland walks it across the timeline. Approaching 3 minutes to go here. Ride out near side up top. Works against Spatafora. Still in that man defense. And I think Kirshner's going to get his 4th.
I think that was on Donato, but we'll see here.
Nope.
Oh, well, that's a tough one because he was coming from the other side. I don't see the push. Donato was behind him.
The one that came in with force.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Yeah, I think that was a bad call.
Not on a push. That's a bad call.
It was the right call, wrong person.
Right, exactly. And you know, now it's 4 fouls, so now he has to be smart. And I know that's why Coach Rodriguez has him on the point guard right now, trying to.
Well, there's a travel there they missed.
Right
out now from the elbow, dumps it into Astorino. What a play there by Astorino, reaching over.
He's a really good player.
Makes it a 5-point game. Spatafora walks it across the timeline, 2.5 to go.
These are where you need your vets, Rocco and Kirshner here to kind of take over and calm everybody down, get a good bucket here.
I'm thinking of driving the paint. Let's get that. Here we go. B.J. Vaughn, and he lost it out of bounds. B.J. Vaughn doing what I want him to do, drive the paint, try to get the foul because the next foul puts the Chargers in the bonus.
I'd like to see the Chargers go just high ball screen with Kirshner and Rocco and let those 2 guys make a decision and a read and get to the rim.
Ride out now, works against Spatafora. Approaching 2 minutes to go. Green, Chargers in a zone now. Against Astorino, Spatafora. And Vaughn reaches in and takes it away. Here comes Spatafora, under 2 to go. Kirshner into the corner, hands it out to Spatafora, 3 on the way, off the rim. But Donato's there, hands it out to Tate. Around to Spatafora, 2nd time. Off the rim again, and this time it's Hubbard with the rebound. Hubbard gets it up to Holland, and he loses it out of bounds. Charger ball with 1:38 left on the clock.
And that's the thing where the Chargers just got to be patient. They got 2 great looks by Rocco, but right now you don't need them. Time and score, there's no shot clock. You got to be patient. You got to get to the rim. The next foul puts you at the line.
Oh, wait a minute. There's some goings-ons here.
A little bit of chippiness here.
Coach Rodriguez takes a full timeout with 1:38 here. He's going to calm his team down here a bit.
Yeah, they just got to have some poise here. If you're the Chargers, you're on the road here. You just got to have a lot of patience here and poise, and just know that time and score, you're up 42-37.
Yep, and I don't know, this one referee's out of control right now.
And if you're Coach Ronsberg over there, I know he's heated, and some of these coaches are heated on the staff. But
yeah,
we just got to have some poise here, and you can't get a technical, right?
Well, the thing I didn't like about it is Coach Rodriguez is trying to get some information, and the referee just shook his head and walked away.
Right, they're not talking to him. They should be able to go over and talk to the head coach and explain what's going on. Right. They got to have enough respect to be able to do that.
Yeah, he just grabbed the ball and shook his head and walked away and walked to the other side of the court.
Right,
I mean, that's not right.
And you can't do that.
No, you got to
especially after a scruffle here, and they have to take some control here. With a minute and a half left, and you know it's going to get chippy. It's been a tight game. Ambridge has battled this whole time, so are the Chargers. And
so Rodriguez now is talking to another official. Tate now with the ball. Back in play. Jump ball is called. .132 on the clock. Now Rodriguez is saying, why is that not a foul? He jumped on top of him to get the ball.
Tate's got to be able to split that defenders there, or Rocco's got to come get the ball, and I think that's what he was waiting for. Or they could have burned another timeout. They have 2 more in their pocket. I know Coach Rodriguez doesn't want to burn them, though. Might need them here in this last minute and a half.
Hansen out on the court now, works against Holland. To Hubbard. Hubbard carried the ball, no call.
It should have been an offensive foul.
Astorino intercepted by Kirshner. They were calling timeout the whole time. Coach Rodriguez was right in front of the official, and the official got the Rodriguez timeout.
And who but 44, right, making a defensive play, getting his hands on the ball and diving on the floor. Great hustle there.
I'm trying to see if it's a full or 30-second. Because Chargers have 1 of each. He wants a full. So, okay, the Chargers now with 132nd timeout left.
132nd.
Ambridge has one of each.
If you're Coach Rodriguez and the staff right now, you know, you're calming your guys down. You got the ball. One more puts you at the bonus, right? So you got to get the ball in bounce here. Screen your guys here to get them open. Get the ball in bounce. Get it up over the timeline here. Don't get a 10-second call. And once you get it in the half-court setting here, you got to be patient. They're going to have to foul. They're down 42-37 with 1:16. But again, they're going to have to make their free throws.
Right.
We talked about it earlier. It's going to come down to free throws.
42-37, 1:16 up on the scoreboard clock. Wow.
Well, I was going to say the same thing. I don't think we expected this,
no,
right?
I didn't.
We didn't.
I'm going to be a homer. I expected a Charger win, but I didn't expect it to be this tough.
Right.
So.
And the one thing here, you know, it's never easy to win on the road, but Kirshner's got to close this game out here. Yeah, after being on the bench all, you know, pretty much the whole game, it's been tough for the Chargers.
Yeah, I think Kirshner and Spatafora, he's got to control the game right here. Hansen now with the ball, hands it off to Spatafora. Chargers don't have to score. They got to make the Bridgers come out to them. Tate now with the ball, up near the timeline, over to Spatafora. He'll bring it down in, bring it back out. Hands it off to Tate. Tate. And with the Vaughn. Vaughn top of the key looking for Spatafora. Under 45 to go now. Tate. And we finally get a foul. And that'll be on Holland. That'll be his 4th. Holland picks up his 4th, and that puts Tate at the line, 1-1.
And now here you go, Al. You just got to make your free throws. They did a good job of playing keep away there and taking care of the basketball. I actually think they could have made a layup at one point in time. You know, you don't want to not be aggressive still, but
Tate misses the free throw. And here comes Ambridge with 39 seconds left.
Got to find shooters.
Taken away by Vaughn, just reached in and grabbed it. Hands it off to Spatafora. And there's a foul on Holland. Holland just fouled out. I got 5 on Holland. 4th. Well, somebody else had a foul that I didn't get.
That we didn't get, yeah.
They're saying 4, but that's not the guy you want at the line. Spatafora with a 5-point lead and 29 seconds left.
He needs to make both of these here.
And he misses. Wow.
Free throws tonight. That's what kept keeping Ambridge in this game right now.
Spatafora picks up his 1st, team's 5th. 26 seconds remaining. Ambridge has to score 5 points.
Got to get one stop here, Al.
Yep, yeah, they do.
One stop and make your free throws. Rebound.
Green has Vaughn all over him. Hansen. Holland lays it up. He gets fouled. Misses the bucket. Who's the foul on? That'll be the 6th foul on the Chargers. Spatafora will pick up his 2nd.
missed a double dribble there.
Oh, he did, yeah.
He picked it up.
He picked it up,
It was
yeah.
on his hip, hauling, and then he put it back down on the deck and drew a foul, but
Holland at the line. Makes it, gets the shooter's roll.
that's what you get when you practice here every day. You get that roll, right, Al?
Holland's first point. Ambridge calls a 30-second timeout.
That
with
leaves
13
them with
seconds.
one more.
Yep, one more, one full. Chargers have a 30-second, and Ambridge has a full left.
So if you're the Chargers here, he makes this basket, you got to get the ball in bounds. And that's what Coach Rodriguez is drawing up right now, because you don't want to burn that timeout if you don't have to. You want to try to get the ball in bounds. Ambridge is going to go for the double and try to get a quick steal. If they don't, they're going to have to foul. And then you got to make your free throws.
I don't know. We're not at the point yet where you're going to miss this intentionally, but
oh no, he's going to try to make this.
You got to
here.
make
now,
the point.
If he does miss it out, you know, if you're the Chargers, you got to rebound the basketball here and you got to secure it.
Oh,
you got to make sure there's two hands on it and you take care of the ball.
They got to be boxing out. I'm imagining it's going to be Vaughn and Kirshner up against the boards. That's who it is.
I'm surprised to see Donato not in there as well. Another big body.
True, yeah. He can sky. Holland doesn't get it to go, and Vaughn with a huge rebound. And the foul is called. Chargers at the line.
And that's a big-time rebound there by Vaughn. Way to go up and get that with one hand, corral with two once he brought it down to the floor, and now he just got to slow walk to the line, right? Take some deep breaths, and you got to knock these down to seal this game here.
Vaughn with 4 points tonight. He's 0 for 1 from the line. So
you make these 2 free throws here.
That's pretty much ball game with 10 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen crazier, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Hard off the rim. They scramble for it. It goes out of bounds off the Chargers. Bridger ball with 8 seconds left.
I love the hustle by Vaughn there. And just short, some tired legs, it looks like, Al.
Yeah.
And now the Chargers just got to get out of here with a win.
Holland into Hubbard. Hubbard. Long three on the way. Off the rim. No good. And they're going to let that go out of bounds. Charger ball with 1.4 left. And the Chargers are going to walk away with a victory here.
A tremendous job by Hansen there to just box him out and just let the ball go out of bounds, right? A couple more seconds tick off the clock there. What a job by him.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ambridge fouled before.
And there you go.
Vaughn called timeout.
And that's the last time out there.
30, it's a 30, 30. They're out.
And if you're OLSH here, you just got to do a good job at drawing up a play to get the ball in bounds.
Court.
And you don't want the ball to get in bounds here by the corner anywhere.
I would look
nothing but a sidelines, right? Throw it to the middle of the court. Really, if you can, you want to set a back screen here, and you want to get somebody going deep, Al. You want to throw the ball deep. At 1.4, very hard to, as soon as you touch the ball, you knock it out. Don't even try to catch it. Just knock it to the ground. Time will tick.
You almost wish you had Nehemiah Azim in here just to launch one into the forecourt, you know?
Yeah. You know, I mean, he has a tremendous arm. You know, you want that to happen. Any of these guys, like Tate's a great wide receiver here. Just send him deep and catch the ball and game over, right?
Well, B.J. Vaughn, he's a linebacker. He looks like he's going to launch it. There it goes to Tate. It's knocked out of bounds. That's the game. Chargers are going to win this one, 42-38. What a game. Wow.
What a tremendous game. That was a tremendous game, Al. The Chargers survive.
Yeah, that's what you got to call it. They literally survived that game. So
and that's a great win, right? Ambridge played above the level here, you know, that maybe we thought going into the game. And none of these games, we talk about it all the time, for the Chargers are going to be easy, especially on the road, because everybody wants to beat them. Everybody wants to break this undefeated record in the streak that they have going on here. So everybody circles the OLSH Chargers every time on that schedule. And Great job by the Chargers and Coach Rodriguez and his staff to keep the composure late and come away with a victory, even though they battled with some foul trouble with Kirshner early and missed some free throws. But the adjustment at halftime and in the third quarter, going man-to-man, really did a great job for the Chargers to get them the lead and to protect this lead in the late third quarter and the fourth quarter here to seal a victory.
Again, you know what? People are going to point at different players. You know, your Rocco Spataforas and your Bryson Kirshners in this game. One of my highlights in this game, and you mentioned it earlier, Christian, was Rocco Coladonato. What great minutes he gave the Chargers off the bench.
He was tremendous tonight. Him and Hansen were absolutely tremendous. And that's the stuff that you don't see out in a box score, right? But just the activeness on defense and the getting their hands on rebounds and tips on rebounds and getting their hands in the passing lanes, and then Coladonato to come in and be able to guard and score some inside, and Hansen, a couple big plays down the stretch and being in when it matters in crunch time. That's tremendous.
Yep. Well, a little bit of the scoring numbers here for Ambridge. They had 38 points. They come up on the short end. Actually, leading all scorers was Nino Rideout with 14, followed by the phenom freshman. What a great freshman. Jared Astorino, 13 points, and 10 points for Carmelo Green. 1 point for Kaysen Holland for their 38 points. The Chargers, again, spreading it out a little bit for the guys that got in. Only 8 players get into the game for the Chargers. They haven't seen that for a while either.
Yeah, short bench tonight.
Yeah, it was. Leading the scorers for the Chargers was Rocco Spatafora with 11, followed by Bryson Kirshner, playing with 4 fouls here late in the game. He gets 10. 8 points for Rocco Coladonato. Not only the points, but you mentioned it, playing defense and playing offensively on the glass for the Chargers. He did a great job. 4 points each for B.J. Vaughn and Ziggy McIntosh, and 3 points for Dorian Tate, and 2 points for Austin Hansen. And Christian, I think the one thing, and you kept mentioning it the whole game, was free throw shooting for the Chargers. They were at the line. I didn't count them all up, but I'm seeing one made free throw, and that was by Dorian Tate in the entire game.
Yeah, and that's great to get away with a win here on the road in a tough place to play with guys from Ambridge that have a chip on their shoulder and guys that can play, right? And it's again, only making one free throw in a game. That's tough to come away with a win. Usually you look at that, you see the box score, you see only one free throw made. Usually the team's losing. So
yeah,
tremendous job by them to be able to get this victory on the road, especially shooting that poorly from the free throw line. And now we know what we got to work on going into Friday. We got to shoot a lot of free throws, and I'm sure they do at practice. I know they definitely do, but you know, sometimes on the road it's tough to get your rhythm and your, acclimated to the rims here. Yeah,
I'm just looking at it while you were talking there. 1 for 9 from the floor from their line for the Chargers as a team. There weren't that many free throws thrown in this game at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ambridge only had 6, and they shot 50%, 3 for 6. So.
Yeah, the refs were letting them go.
Yeah, they were
a lot this game, and the Chargers did a great job, especially when they went man in the second half, not to foul and put 2 hands on the drivers and foul at the rim. So they did a great job of keeping their hands out and moving their feet and staying in front of their man.
Well, we'll wrap this one up. The Chargers eke away a victory here. That's the best way to say it. They didn't have their best game, but they were good enough tonight to pull away with the victory. 42-38 is the final. Next on the docket for the Chargers, they open up section play with Brentwood on Friday night. We'll bring you that one. Hopefully we'll get the cameras working and be able to bring you the video of that one as well. Hopefully scheduled to be on the call is Matt Fargo, Christian Harbaugh, and yours truly, OLSH. And hopefully be able to get you a good one for that one to open up the lid lifter on the section play.
That's right. That's one you got to get right in your home gym and start a section play. That's send a message early. The Chargers want to do.
Before that, the girls have one tomorrow night. 3 games in a row, 3 nights in a row here on the OLSH Sports Network. The girls hosting the Scotties from Union. Come in. That's Yeah, and you look at it and say, okay, Union's a 1A team, Chargers a 3A team. That Union Scotty's team is a really good team, and I'm anxious to see how
yeah, they're going to come in ready to fight and go toe-to-toe and on the road, and OLSH got to protect home court there.
Right. All right. That being said, we're going to sign off with this one. Chargers win again, 42-38. You see the score there on the screen. And extend their record to 5-0. They keep it rolling. The state record just keeps growing with every game, so we'll see how long it goes. Hopefully we won't have to say the Chargers finally lost for quite a while.
Yeah, just keep taking it day by day, right? And you get one here on the road tonight, and not in the fashion that you want, but go back to the drawing board, get some rest, and have some good practices here, and let's get one on Friday.
Yeah. All right, that being said, thanks to Christian Harbaugh, and I'm OLSH saying thanks a lot, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you right here tomorrow night against the girls hosting Union right here on the OLSH Sports Network. 48-32, Chargers win, make it 5-0.